And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Aries for 2022. I could make it easy and just say, look, it's going to be a good year. You're going to be all right. But let's get the basics out of the way, and then we'll come to the details. Here's the basics. All right, let's get the facts out of the way. Firstly, the Aries new moon this year, 2022, will be on the 1st of April. It's a relatively mild new moon. The Aries full moon will be on the 9th of October. Again, it's a quiet full moon. The sun will move into Aries on the 20th of March, and it will leave on the 20th of April. This is UK time. Mercury will move into Aries on the 27th of March, and it will leave on the 11th of April. Venus will move into Aries on the 2nd of May and will leave on the 28th of May. Mars, your ruling planet, will move into Aries on the 24th of May, and it will stay with you for about 6 or 7 weeks through to the 5th of July. So the last week of May, all of June and the first week of July is going to be pretty action-packed. The outer planets. Well, Uranus in your next door sign Taurus isn't really touching you, not directly. And Neptune, also in the next door sign to you of Pisces, is also not touching you. That leaves Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. Jupiter is going to move into Aries later this year, briefly. It's going to move into Aries for about 4 months, from the 10th of May, when it moves into Aries. It will then go retrograde a couple of months later and move backwards into Pisces on the 28th of October. So Jupiter will be in Aries from the 10th of May to the 28th of October, and it will then re-enter Aries again on the 20th of December. We'll come back to this in a moment. Saturn is going to be the friend of a good half of you over the coming year. Come back to that in a moment. Pluto is not. Pluto is going to be hammering a few of you strongly. So let's deal with the challenging stuff first of all. Pluto in Capricorn is going to be squaring the sun of those of you born on the 16th, 17th and 18th of April, regardless of what year you're born. And if you're one of these people, then you can expect this year to have a degree of intensity about it, of deep diving, of going deep inside yourself, of some pretty strong dreams, and of a kind of forced transformation, regeneration and rebirth. You may find that you yourself becoming a bit more obsessive or compulsive, or that situations around you are becoming a bit more intense, and other people's attitudes may border on the compulsive stroke obsessive. You may also find that to a certain extent you need to watch your back. Now, I'm not saying be suspicious, but I am saying be cautious. And if your gut instinct is telling you that something's not right, listen to it. And this isn't affecting all of you. It's primarily those of you born from the 16th to the 18th of April. But all of those of you born before the 16th of April would have experienced this at some stage in the last decade or so. So this is no stranger to all of you. It's just that Pluto's beginning to get to the end of Capricorn now. So it's getting another couple of years, it will be leaving Aries alone. Jupiter moving into Aries is primarily going to be influencing those of you born in March. If you're a March Aries, you can expect the time for Jupiter moves into Aries around the 10th of May to the time it stands still and starts going retrograde, which will be about, I don't know, be around about the end of July. Well, those of you born in March, there is the risk here during mid-May, June and July of overreaching, going over the top, letting situations build, thinking you're lucky when you're actually not, biting off more than you can chew. So don't do it. Jupiter will re-enter Aries at the end of next year, and then it's going to whiz through it in December and then January, February, March, April of 2023. And then we're looking at genuine fortune. The difference is that luck is random. Fortune can be earned. So for all of you, but especially those March Aries, be cautious around May, June, July about overreaching or overstretching yourself. Go for quality, not quantity. But here's the bonus. Saturn is working well. Now, in the first few months of the year, Saturn is definitely smiling on almost all of you. And those of you born around the 1st of April through to about the 5th of April, you're in a very good space. You're going to find that the first 3 months of the year are times where you can be more effective and efficient. You can bring a lot clearer structures and boundaries into your life, and you can get situations working for you in a way that makes you more clear in your own boundaries with other people. It makes you clearer about your own capacity for efficiency and effectiveness and effort. This is primarily those of you born on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, maybe the 5th, 6th of April. I'll extend this through to the 7th. If you're born in the first week of April, then the first 3 months of 2022 are actually excellent times for you. Maybe the first 2 months. But for those of you born from the 8th of April through to the 15th, look, next year is a really good year. If you're born in that second week of April, then from early March through to the end of December, you're going to be in a much better position at the financial, professional level. You're going to see a number of windows of opportunity for your financial, professional situations to slowly, steadily, gradually move forward, grow and expand. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, doing everything the hard way. But by doing it this way, you will put in place roots and foundations that will set you up for the long-term future. The first week of April, people, you're going to get this in January, February. The second week of April, people, it's going to come from March through to December. The March Aries, yeah, be a bit cautious over May, June and July, because it'll be easy to overreach yourself. And if you're born at the end of Aries, from say the 16th onwards, then you do need to be a little bit careful this year not to let situations get out of hand. Don't go too deep inside yourself. Of course, psychoanalyze yourself, but watch your back a little bit and rely on yourself. For all Aries, the crunch point of the year will probably be the period of late May through to early July, when Mars is in your sign. But in general, it has to be said, the majority of you, 80-85% of you, are in for a stable, solid, good, steadily growthful year. What's not to like? And thank you for all your support over the year. Without the support of people like you lot who send me the odd little donation, I wouldn't be able to keep going. Thank you.